You're listening to the hottest internet station.
BLDradio.com.
We live? I guess we live. We live. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm focused.
Let's go.
You focus.
Hey.
Who
focus?
Focus.
Let's go.
The So Focused Show.
I'm focused.
Hey.
Focus. He's focused. She focused. They focus. We focus. The So Focused Show. Make sure y'all check us out every Sunday from 7 to 8 on BLDradio.com and subscribe to our YouTube page, BLD Media World LLC. The So Focused Show.
Just upgraded. It's saying the Twitter, so just take that off. Remove. All right, because I'm going through mad shits right now. We just upgraded.
Yeah. Hey.
All right, let's go. We live.
We going again?
Yeah, we
We
live.
going again?
We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
BLDradio.com.
Let's go, baby. Who focus up in here?
I'm focused.
I'm so focused. You focused, Mama Paula? Let's go. We going again. Once again, thank you for all our guests for tapping in. Thank you, guests. Thank you. Hey.
I'm focused. You focus. She focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
We focus.
They focus.
Hey,
The So Focused Show.
I'm focused.
Hey,
You focus. He's focused. She focus. They focus.
we focus.
The So Focused Show.
Make sure y'all check us out every Sunday from 7 to 8 on BLDradio.com and subscribe to our YouTube page, BLD Media World LLC. The So Focused Show.
Listeners.
Man, want to thank
Yes,
everybody
sir.
for tapping in. What's up with it, Big K? And
What's
it's
going on, my
another
brother?
Show. Hey, nothing but greatness. We got guests in the building. guests
Listen.
in
We
guests in
had
the
such a
backstage.
wonderful time
Yeah.
last week. This guest flew all the way from Jersey down here to be on the show this week.
That's big.
Y'all remember her from last week? Y'all was asking me, I really like that. And what app you was talking about? We're going to let her introduce herself. Introduce yourself, sister.
Miss Paula.
Hey, my name is Paulina Bryan. I'm the CEO and founder of Live Lawyer App.
Yes, sir.
Live Lawyer App is an app. If you're pulled over by the police, you push my app. A lawyer comes up via a Skype or a FaceTime-like feature, and you get represented immediately.
Yeah.
And it's going to ping your selected contacts, letting them know where you're located and that you've been stopped. And then my phase 3 is going to be voice activation, just
Voice
in case
activation.
the cop tell you can't touch your phone.
Yo, put your phone down, sir.
You say Live Lawyer App, it automatically pops on. Everything gets saved to the cloud. It's coming soon. On July 2nd, I received my patent, so I'm very excited about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big up shot.
Big ups.
Yeah,
Big ups.
so you got your patent. That means nobody can copy what you did, right?
Unless they want to go to court.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, unless you want to get, how you say, litigiously sued.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, man, this is the So Focused Show. Tonight's topic is walk away and live another day. That can
Walk
apply
away.
for corporate. That can apply for being on a block. That can apply for
Your
anything
husband,
in life.
your
Because your
wife,
pride to get your way, you know, you be like,
kids.
if this girl say one more thing, I'm at this
Your
corporate.
family
office,
members.
If she say one more thing to me, I swear to God, I'm going to
The
snap on
person
it.
selling you the chicken sandwich.
Facts.
The person next to you in traffic.
I've been in plenty moments at work
Use your
where
blinker.
they be like, yo, Kareem, somebody threw up in the bathroom. Go mop that up. You be like, Lord Jesus, I rebuke you in the name of
Well,
Jesus.
you know, that's a deep one while we speaking on that, because we talked about it, how we as a people is so much more hood and hard at work than we are on our
And you
block.
could, look, I'm on it, because the youngest be like, you do all that, why you work? Because you supposed to have a job and a hustle.
Yeah.
That's what my mother
Yeah.
told me. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so it's okay to have a job. Whoever
Absolutely.
put that stereotype out. Get you a job too, rapper.
All the truths you get the.
So
you
y'all
get
can
the-
pay
the
Kareem
wrong
for y'all
backlash
studio
for it.
time.
Exactly, and I want to put it out there. I want y'all. I urge all the parents to really listen. That tap in.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you're being bashed. We got to really remember we all have been programmed to a point to where you wouldn't even understand it if you didn't have want.
Yes, sir.
That's a big thing. So we got to clap it up for the ones that want it. Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Yes, sir.
Clap it up. There we go.
Yeah,
go.
listen. So like I said, there's plenty of situations. I know young brothers, they feelings get hurt real easily nowadays. So instead of see my era, if you from the same block, we ain't gonna go to the guns. I shoot you a fade because you from my block. I ain't gonna kill you. If you the op, yeah, I get it. But if you from around here, we going nowadays. Oh, he hurt my feelings. I'm going to get the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna kill and kill and kill and kill and kill, and we killing us. So
Yeah.
we gotta have these conversations.
Or maybe at work when you got this corporate job, you know this
Oh,
job is
man.
paying you 70 to 90,000 a year. You know you need this job, but you always smiling, always happy, and it gets to you after years and years because that's not really
Crash
you,
out.
but you got to put it on the corporate face. But then that one day she come in playing with you a little, and you black out, and you just
Black
lost
out.
$80,000 because you
Crash
didn't
out.
want to walk
Communicate
away
properly.
and live another day. Live another
Yeah,
day.
learn to communicate. Like our communication skills on so many levels is at a failure.
Yes.
And we have to look at it as a whole. No one can say not me. The way we communicate, what we attach our deepest emotions to that push us to crash out
Yes.
is a huge problem. And then, like Kay said, that's from the corporate world, wherever you at. No one can say not me to that. So that's what the conversation's gonna be about.
Yeah,
And
yes,
we
sir.
can hop into that. I mean, we got guests that we want to bring on. I want to say big thanks to Mr. Johnson. That
Yes, and Miss Paula has
Spirit.
a strong story
Yes.
to tell.
Yes.
You know, she's a corporate woman herself, but we were raised in a diverse. That's a good way to say it. A diverse neighborhood that was real violent. So she experienced a few things, but I'll let her tell y'all. So what you want to do with the guests? You want to bring some of the guests on and invite them into the conversation?
Man, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Wanna
sir.
tap Mr. Johnson in. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, we got Mr.
man,
Johnson
this
and
is
Free
my
Spirit in the building. How y'all fellas doing
What's going
tonight,
on?
man?
Pleasure, brother. Pleasure, man. I'm doing well. Doing well.
I'm magnificent, my brother. I'm magnificent.
You did it again. We have to get you to where we can hear you. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, once again, man, Free Spirit, Mr. Johnson. How y'all brothers doing, man?
We doing super fantastic, brother. How about yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We invited y'all to this platform to talk about, and Miss Paula this evening to talk about our topic. Our topic is walk away to live another day. Whether you're in corporate and you making 70, 80, 100,000 a year, you get peed off or you snap on your boss, you could have walked away and lived another day. Or you the young man that's in the neighborhood and you feel disrespected, or you got beat up a little bit, and now you want to run to go get that gun and come back and, you know what I mean, walk away and live another day. What y'all brothers think about this topic we talking about tonight?
Mr. Johnson, you know I gotta hear it from you,
Oh,
my
well.
brother. It's an honor to have you in the
Okay.
building, my brother. Let me say that. It's such an honor.
Oh man, you know me and you go way back, brother. Way back. Nothing but love. I'm honored to be here, and it's
Yes,
a very
sir.
good question because unfortunately, many of our brothers and sisters fall victim to our emotions and not being able to control ourselves and walk away. And it's something that's really easy to do if one values their life and their values their living. And I come out of a corporate background myself, you know, focus. I'm a former executive with ABC, Walt Disney, ESPN, and all that good stuff. But I had to leave corporate America and start off on my own because it can be taxing at times to be, it really can be. And not just from there, but also from the block. And you know me and how I grew up and where I'm from. So, don't let the blazer and the handkerchief fool you. We all go through those struggles,
Yes.
man, and what we
Say
have
that.
to
Yes,
deal
sir.
with.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to say this first and foremost, man, before I get too heavy off in it. I'm applauding you, brothers. I'm proud of you, brothers, man. Keep doing your thing. Believe me, I'm going to support it 100%. But back to the question, man, at the end of the day, we really need to learn to value our lives and how significant our lives are, because too many of us, for whatever reason, brothers, for whatever reason, it's just too easy to kill each other nowadays. Now, it's a problem that's obviously prevalent in our society. It's something that I'm
Yes.
glad you guys are addressing, but we really need to focus on a solution. As all I can see it as an elder, it's completely out of hand.
But how about the corporate person? Like you said, you was in corporate. It's people out here that's making 70, 80, 90, 100,000 a year, and they got to put on this role every day. They got to smile. Yes, sir,
Oh, no
boss. And I
doubt.
do this and
No
that.
doubt.
And
No
you know,
doubt.
their
No doubt.
inside is really tainted because that's not how they really feel all the time. You might be that person, but you don't feel like that 24 hours a day. And then that
No,
one
no one
time,
does.
that
No one
one,
does.
yeah.
You know
And
what
then
I
they
would say,
take you off
man?
and you
This
just black out.
and you black out. But we don't want to crash out first and foremost. Crashing out is not the
Yes,
way to
sir.
go because
Yes,
ultimately
sir.
you're gonna wind up losing more than what you can gain. And listen, let me keep it a buck, man. At the end of the day, what I learned in that corporate background, it's a mask, man. You wearing the mask to get up in there and play this corporate game. It is what it is, especially as black people. Especially as black
Yes.
people. I put it to you like this. I done been in many rooms where I'm the only brother in the room, and I done been around my brothers, and as soon as the other partner, our counterparts, if you will, come over, we start talking differently. We start acting differently. We start speaking differently. We never really be genuine to ourselves. Actually, one of the main reasons why I left, because it's cool to make 80 grand, but sometimes peace of mind is priceless. Sometimes your peace
Yes,
of
sir.
mind, and you have to be mindful, man, that at the end of the day, if you in their playground, if you will, they the one calling the shots, and they want you to conform through programming. It's basically what it come down to. Program you to act and behave and speak a certain way, and it kind of goes against your nature. Hey, I tell you what my dad told me: if you're gonna crash out, don't crash out with having something as a backup.
For
You
real,
don't want
for
to
real,
do
for
that.
real.
You want to have a backup plan, some type like that. Because at the end of the day, we all have those fiduciary obligations, bills, mortgages, rents, families, kids, and all that other stuff. So you just want to be wise in the choices that you make and pick your battles wisely.
So free spirit. And some of those intense situations, whether it's corporate or the streets, when you feel intimidated or disrespected, or you just don't feel like, how do you deal with as black folks, we got a lot of pride. It's hard for us to swallow. How can you, what do you do to swallow it? Because it'd be hard for me. I don't know, man. I'd be like, man. And then sometime at work, I don't say nothing, but they say I could tell because it's in your face. You know what I'm saying? I can't hide the face. I can put the smile on, but deep down, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting topic because they don't have one answer. It's like really going fishing. And you have some people that can go fishing with a bamboo stick and a piece of twine, and someone can go fishing with expensive rail bait and can't catch nothing. And that person with that bamboo stick and twine catching everything. So it depends on the situation at hand. But I have a rule that I live by. Everything starts with self. So I'm gonna show you how it worked for me at this age, at this mindset I'm in now. Catch me back in '97, I can relate to Kareem in the streets and things of that nature with peer pressure. But it's either you in order or out of order or a little bit of both. It's either you in control or out of control or a little bit of both. And you got to be aware of each side in a neutral ground to know how to grow and develop yourself. And first thing you got to look at is your life a moment or
A
it's a
movement.
overall bigger picture. If your life is a moment, you're gonna make moment mistakes that's gonna cost you everything. So the best way I can kind of put it is it's really how you're looking at your life, to be honest.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to find a solid answer, but it's every answer I'm coming up with, it goes against another answer. So it's really
Well, free
about learning
spirit.
yourself and being in control of yourself, being in order
Yes, sir.
for the bigger picture. Like I
Yes, sir.
said, either your life is a moment, like a
Or a movement.
race, or it's a journey or a movie, like Kareem said,
A
which is a
movement.
marathon. It's a
Yes,
stepping
sir.
stone.
Well, free spirit. Give me this. Um, I want you to walk them through and give them a visual. I know how you are very powerful when you speak of, like, when you are approached with that type of energy. If you was just going into the regular store, like walk us through. And I want
That's
to
it,
pose
there
the
it is.
same scenario to my brother, Mr. Johnson.
Listen,
After
you
Free
kick your
Spirit
shoes off
does
at
it.
aisle 5 and give it to him, son.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
hey,
yeah, I want you to so
man,
we can give them a visual and I mean the energy that you do carry because you're gonna be approached by a lot of these situations. So can you
yes,
kind of speak to the power of if you was walking into the let's just say the liquor store, the package store, and you felt that type of energy? How do you offset that with your conversation and things of that sort?
uh, it's real easy for me once again, but it wasn't always that easy.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm gonna give it to you the easy way since this where I'm at with my life. When you love yourself like I do, everybody who have a problem when it comes across your scenery, the way I love myself, whenever something negative come around, it really want a piece of that good energy I got going on. So if I remind myself that is true, every time something come in a conflict like the liquor store situation, I can kill them with kindness, like literally.
Yeah, that's what
Verbally
I was
kill them
just
with
thinking.
kindness. And my belief system of killing with kindness is a spiritual thing. I'm literally killing your spirit with physical kindness. I'm breaking it down. I'm literally killing your spirit at that moment, slicing its throat, shooting it down, whatever, torturing it. I'm killing your spirit with with physical words of kindness. And if
Facts.
everybody have their
Facts.
own definition of that phrase, kill a person with kindness. But what I discovered from what I gained from within, that wasn't created by man. That was discovered by man, like the sun or any other thing that was discovered by man. And man create a watered down version of it, or take the glory and make us think they created that philosophy. But that's discovered. Any phrase that can withstand the hands of time, man discovered and claimed as glory for other people to give that power to. Because
Let me
great words
free
that come from
spirit.
the
Let
most
me
high
catch you.
holds
Free
value.
spirit.
Ask,
Free spirit.
I'm sorry to cut
Yeah.
y'all off. I
Well,
No,
want to
it's
no,
ask
you
okay.
Miss
do that.
Paula something. Now, just
Yes.
because the topic right now,
Yes.
what they talk about.
Yeah, I'm
We
shifting.
brought Miss
Yeah.
Paula. We brought Miss Paula here because walking away, living another day means a
Yes.
lot. Is a lot different meaning for her. So I wanted her to come on and explain what walking away and living another day mean to you.
I have three little perfect examples. I worked a corporate job. I made six figures, and I
Okay.
just learned to control my emotions. And the day that I couldn't, the last day I couldn't control my emotion, I just sent my boss an email. Today it will be my last day because I'm not going to stress out. I'm not going to do any of this. I'm not going to show out in this corporate office. So it was better for me to leave and get to my own business. My second example is my son was murdered. After my son's murder, his the murderer's sister, I saw her in the store on my street. She came in my face doing that. I had to go to myself, my inner self, and I said, "What lesson am I going to learn today from to stop me from killing her and choking her right here in this store?" So I had to look that she was pregnant. She had a baby with her, and then I'm not going to waste my life and all my business ventures on you. So I had to look at it that way, and I had to control my emotions. And my third example is when my son was murdered. The other murderer's mother said in court, "Oh, my son can't wait to get his teardrop." So again, I had to control my emotion. I don't know why the universe or God or whatever put these scenarios in my way, but I'm better from it today because I controlled my emotions. I'm way beyond past where there will ever be. And had I, chose to do something different, I would stay down where they are. But no, I'm not.
Facts.
I'm excelling. So that's the way I had to think, and I had to learn how to control my emotions.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
deep.
deep. And it happened right in our neighborhood, but God, the energy that you put out, you will receive back. So,
Exactly.
even though the sentencing might not be just for our family,
Right.
we ain't feel it. Uh, Eventually, he will get his.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Definitely. And it's so crazy where we're from. Like my grandmother could have hung with your grandma, been best friends, and then my mother hung with y'all, and then we hung together. Like our generation hung with y'all, but the kids, they don't care if you hung with my grandmother, man. So walking away, living another day means a lot different. I know Kansas City probably the same too, huh?
Man, Kansas City is walk away and you know everybody you walking with. If you kind of understand that.
Yeah, that's where
Like
how we from.
that's how close it is. Like it's violence everywhere. But Kansas City, if you want to put it on the scale of Kansas City to Atlanta, it's way, way, way smaller. Like you know somebody that knows somebody, and this directly from when we was in high school, when we used to go to school, and you really had friends.
Right.
That type of life, like
Right.
sliding off of plastic couches.
Right.
That type, like everything, riding bikes, predators, the Mongos,
Right.
all that different kind of stuff, skateboarding, Tony Hawk, Nintendo, Atari, them type of days. You built those type of ties.
Yeah.
I
Facts.
think that has a lot to do with where we're at right now. And I've said it multiple times. I really don't have time to talk to the adult all that time because you should know better.
Right.
It's more for the young life, and that's more so what this platform is, to have adults like us being able to speak in a way that they feel encouraged
Right.
and don't feel like they're the victim of something. Like when they're really seeing that they are a victim,
Right.
not feeling the victim in the way that they see things.
Right.
I hope my boss for my job watching, cause I be walking away. I done walked away and lived another day with you mad
So many
times. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
let
if
me-
you
let
watching,
me throw this
I
out
done
there.
walked away and lived
Instead-
another day
Well,
with
instead
you.
of crashing out, it just know some of your rights. And one of your biggest rights, a lot of people agree with it, a lot of people know, but I'm all about giving the knowledge, the truth. Before you say you don't have no rights and you crash out at your job, please go look up the EEOC. Your brothers and sisters won't tell you about it, but I'm really your brother, so I'm gonna tell you. EEOC. It's so many EEOC cases that y'all have crashed out on. And that's not you going begging for money or anything. You do have the right to be treated a certain kind of way.
Exactly.
It's so many rights we do have, but the ones that know about
We need
it
the
aren't.
EEOC at my job. That sounds like we
not
need
talking
them.
to you. I want to bring Mr. Johnson back.
Hey, listen,
in.
we have another listener. What's the name right there at the bottom?
Fee.
Fee. What up, Fee? How you doing?
I'm
Cut
good.
your
How you
camera on.
doing?
Yes.
We don't accept anyone without a camera. So if you don't cut your camera on, we're gonna cut you off.
All right, cut me off. I was just listening.
All right.
Oh Lord. But like I was saying, I want to get Mr. Johnson in on this because Mr. Johnson has done miraculous things with me.
Yeah, I've been watching his. I've been
And,
watching his movements. He's powerful.
I
But when
appreciate
I met
that.
Mr. Johnson, let me put this out there. It was a time to where my pops, the Most High, had taken him. So when I started understanding energy, and when this brother right here would look at me, it was like my pops was looking at me like, you listen. Because I don't know who's like me. I was that rebellious too. It was only certain family members I listened to. You ain't big enough for me, and I'm not talking about size, but your energy's not that big enough to tame, because you got to know what I am. And I got to tell you, this brother showed me mad love just by putting his eyes on me, the energy, like he's a brother that you can feel hug you from across the room. Like it's that. So I just got to give you that, my brother. You know that every time.
That's very kind of you, bro. And hey man, listen, I love you. I love all my people. And I might sound old school or somewhat antiquated, but I'm from that era. I love black people. And I'm not anti anyone. I'm just us first. I wanted to piggyback off what the brother Free Spirit and the beautiful sister said, because kindness is absolutely free. It costs nothing to be kind to people. And how I actually avoid a lot of conflict is I'm always treating people with respect and love and kindness. It's just who I am as a person. And does it work all the time? No. Some people just aren't receptive to it. But what the sister was saying about controlling your emotions, one of the things I tell my mentees is if you don't learn to control your emotions will wind up controlling you, and then you wind up out of control. And I love the point you made about the EOC. That's absolutely something that we should look into. And hey, man, listen. At the end of the day, again, I have to go back to valuing your life. You know about my Instagram journey. I'm not trying to do a self plug, but I got to put it out there. We have over 18 million views. We got over
Yes, sir.
74,000 followers in under a year, man. And the message has been well received. To me, it's about us
Yes, sir.
evolving as a people. And the one thing we have to do is have maturity and wisdom. And I love what the brother Free Spirit said. You got to love yourself, man. You got to love yourself, man. And so many of us
Big facts.
never really understand what that means, man. We never really get that deep down in our spirit. We have to love ourselves. It's hard for you to love anybody if you don't love yourself. And so
And
I
that's
think
key.
Can't love
self-respect.
nobody else.
Yeah,
That's
real
key.
talk, man. Real talk. Yeah. And
So
so
with,
I think all of us just listening brings a very different perspective from each different point of view, but all of them at the end of the day, I think resonate very, very well. So listen, man, I just think at the end of the day, it's time for us to evolve.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
No more being troglodyte Neanderthals. All my short bus shorties, please pay attention, man. The brother is dropping Jews, man. Nah, for real.
Well, I asked
Well,
him
let the people know though about the YouTube
Yes,
channel.
that's what I was about to
About your
know.
YouTube channel. Give them the address so they
Man,
can.
we need all of
so
that.
they can.
We need all of that.
Support, man, and,
All right,
come
cool.
holler at you.
Well, I'm on Instagram. It's the THETX Johnson. The TX Johnson. I'm on YouTube. It's Evolution Now with Mr. Johnson. And I'm also on TikTok, Terrence.x.Johnson. And I'm just blown away, man. From what all my young guns is telling me, Mr. J, you killing it, man. You really doing well. I
Yeah,
can't believe it.
and you
18
are,
million
bro.
views, man.
Yeah, definitely. I came across you a few times, and he was like, "Yo, I want to bring this brother through." And when he showed me who you was, I was like, "I know who that is already, brother."
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
wow,
saying?
wow,
You
wow.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And the beautiful sister, I wanted to tell her, she from Jersey, but I know she don't know this, but I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. She from up top.
Okay,
So
you right down the block.
Yeah, you right down the block.
yeah, no doubt.
The other day, yep.
You from the first state.
Yeah. That first state, you already know, the first small state.
what it
ain't much.
Now I got this question. That I pose with every show because I feel like it has a lot to do with everything we talking about. The education that we're fighting for our kids to have to endure. And I'm using my words exactly how I feel it from our heart. The education we are forcing our kids to endure is not giving them any of the traits that we talked about. And one of them is the biggest ever, and that's love and knowing yourself. Different things like that. Each one of our guests, one by one, please let us know. We all about solutions.
Listen, for one,
Different.
I'm
Those
sorry
different
to
things,
cut you off.
yes.
For one, you can't
always
let
do that.
the state by themselves raise your child.
No,
they
you can't.
they gonna give them theory. You gonna give them technique, applying it in the real world.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't. A lot of people will be caught up in working and stuff like that. So, it's hard. Like my mom's couldn't be there. We had to open the door ourselves after school and cook till she get home. And but that's cool too. But you still gotta, spend some time with them. Be like, I'm here to pick up my son, and then they pick him up and then put him down and walk out the door.
So you want to go, Miss Paula? You want to speak on that?
I agree. Like I said last week in the podcast, like my aunt told me when I was married, and she was like, I think you should stay home with your kids and your husband works because you need to be there for that time. And now when I look back at it again, and I look at it, we should have done it that way because I would have spent more time with my kids, and some things probably wouldn't have happened that shouldn't have happened because I was home. But I wanted to be the working woman and just do my thing. And when I look back at it, I'm like, I should have, stayed home and did some things differently than what I had done.
But growing up like we did, it couldn't have been no other way.
I know.
You understand what I'm saying? It really couldn't.
Right.
Yeah, it really couldn't. I wish I had my mother at the my football games. I did.
son
I was
said that
doing.
to me the other
I
day.
was doing good, but I'd rather have food and clothes instead. You understand that? That's what it boiled down to. I was a little bit fresher than my friends because my mother went to work. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it.
How you feel about that, free spirit? What you think about that? The education that we're not being given correctly, or even in a way to even make us look like we kind of smart.
All of the above of what you're saying, my brother. And that's funny you asked me that question because I'm contemplating on it, being patient and just analyzing everything. Everything starts from a broken home. When you got a broken home, the love go away. That's the first step. The school part you're breaking down, when out, the love ain't there anymore either with school. Everybody being raised like machines. And that's why people going through these glitches, explosions, and reactions because that pressure is on it right back to the spirit. I'm always going to speak about the eternal part of us. And when somebody's spirit is constantly getting beat down, it's going to erupt. And when you got people that's walking around with their spirit all the way beat to the ground, they walking around miserable. They see somebody happy, they feel some type of way. Everything traces back to love, which comes from a broken home.
Facts.
No structure, no principle. No principles, no respect. You know, no morals, no integrity. All that get thrown out the door. A machine don't need that. So if our younger generation is being raised under a broken structure all the way across the board, home, school, where's the love? And now they feel like love to try to give them that love. They like love is weak. I can't go out here with love on my mind. I'm gonna get taken
Love will
advantage of.
get you killed. Yeah,
Right,
love will get you killed.
but I'm here to say that's not true.
Love
You
is
know.
more
No, it's
stronger
not.
than hate, man. In order
Yeah.
to experience extreme happiness, you have to understand what extreme sadness is. Life is a wave, is a vibration. It's like a roller coaster. You go up, then you go down under the line. But the key is, like the young folks say, we vibing. You got to vibe at a rate where your vibration, your wave, look like a straight line. You feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna have the ups, you're gonna have the downs. Is you know,
It's
it's
gonna crash out.
yeah, it's like
Don't crash
controlling the equilibrium. You know what I mean? Finding a fine tune between both of them. Cause you're gonna have it. That's life's duality.
Crash out is not an option. It's not an option.
Right. And I just want to say too, there was during my weekend here this week, I met some wonderful young men. I met one young man from Camden, New Jersey, who actually was the counselor. He actually
Not able to hear you.
he actually opened up a nonprofit, and he opened up a
Yeah.
nonprofit, and he took 100 kids, and he has a school where he gives them barber skills, all different type of skills, and all 100 of those kids, those black kids, are going to college. I could not believe it. I was so happy. I'm going to connect with him when I get back to Jersey. And I also work with a prosecutor from the Bronx, another young black man. He's a prosecutor. He saved over 100 kids from going to jail, and he's a black prosecutor. So there are some solutions coming out. One of the kids that the guy had from Camden, he would go to school for, his kids. Like, all right, if they had to go to a school before and the teacher was like, he's not listening, he was like, he's not listening because he has a house with no door. That like shocked me. Like, how could you be comfortable at your house and come to school and do well in school when you have no front door? So I'm going to connect. I'm connecting with these guys. I just spoke to them today, and I'm going to connect with them like next week, because this right here is like a passionate to my heart. Like, I have to help them do something.
Yeah,
So there are some solutions. I say all that to say there are some solutions that are.
And let the people know
coming out.
one more time about the app that we just got the patent for.
Oh, yeah. I'm Paulina Bryant. I'm the CEO and founder of Live Lawyer App. Live Lawyer App is an app. If the police stop you, push my app, a lawyer comes up via Skype or a FaceTime-like feature, and you get represented immediately. Then it's going to ping your selected contacts, letting them know that where you're located and that
Mo,
you've been
he just
stopped.
been locked up. He just been stopped by the police.
Shut up. And then my phase 3 is going to be voice activation, because what if the cops tell you can't touch your phone, you say Live Lawyer app, and everything gets saved to the cloud. I just received my patent on July 2nd, so everything is starting to whirlwind and roll for me now. So,
Look at God.
and I just want to make sure that I reach out because I have a murdered son, so I just want to make sure if I can help somebody else's son, I'm all with it. So
Yes.
So solutions are coming. That's what I wanted to say.
R.I.P. to Jordy, man. Jordy Bryant.
Yeah.
For real.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson, what you got for us, my brother? Give us some greatness before we ride out.
I would say this, I will often tell people there's a big difference between education and knowledge. Many people are educated, but don't know anything. And I found that, I appreciate higher education. My wife has a master's and a bachelor's degree. But as I tell a lot of brothers, I made more money and been more successful, not based off education, but based off knowledge, knowing what to do. And unfortunately, many of us are never taught what to do. It's very hard for people to listen to you if they're hungry. It's very hard for people to listen to you if they're in a broken home. But at the end of the day, it takes certain individuals such as yourself, programs like this, to get the word out that there is a solution. Even the most dire circumstances, there is always a way out. And that's our job, is to try to get it for them to see it. One of the things I'm big on is when I say financial literacy, I know people use that term all the time. I don't mean it in that way. But if you're not abreast, let me just put this to the audience right now. How do I get out of this situation, Mr. Johnson? What do I need to do? If I'm going to school, I'm going to college. I know many of my mentees went to college, got 4-year degrees, and they sitting on $180,000 worth of student loan debt, and they strapped. And so they continue this rat race that they in. It's just the truth, man. So I appreciate college. Don't get me wrong. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, cool. But a lot of the skill sets that we need in today's society, we have evolved. The old ways of working in the factory for 30 years and getting the gold watch, that's crap. That's not what's going on anymore. You need to be abreast of cryptocurrencies. You need to be abreast of Bitcoin, XRP, all these things that are going on that we don't really have a good conversation about in our community, because at the end of the day, nothing changes without resources. Without the money, it's just talk. It's just talk. But you need resources, and there's more than enough money in our community. If it wasn't, there wouldn't be a Lowe's, a Walgreens, a Walmart. They wouldn't put these things there. What we need is a collective coming together, and we can solve whatever problems that we have. But the deal, we don't trust each other. I love what the brother's saying. No love in the house, no love in the school. In our community, if you articulate yourself in a certain way, you dress a certain way, you are square. You a house ninja. You a L7. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. That's
that
frowned
grow up and
upon.
own Fortune 500 companies.
Exactly. But at the same time, we need that balance of spirituality, because money solves money problems, but the spiritual aspects deals with the morals, the characteristics, your character and things of that nature. So at the end of the day, I would just encourage brothers and sisters, man, and I'm gonna put it back on the parents, man. It's not easy being a mother or a father. It's not. And there's we really don't give parents a pass. We just don't, man. We don't. We expect them to know everything, and they don't know everything. But I will say this: where there's love and hope and knowledge, anything is possible.
Right.
And I think we need to really consider that, man, because at the end of the day, it's not easy for single mothers out here, man. And it ain't easy for some dude just paying child support every month. But if we continue to listen to the narrative of destruction, the destruction of the family, I'm telling the truth, because this is what I see dealing with a lot of brothers, dealing with a lot of sisters, mentoring them and coaching them. We all are going through something. But the deal is we don't talk to each other, and we don't share each other's pain. That's one thing I love about my brother, man. I was always able to be real with him. And we come from basically two different backgrounds, but it was all love. If you don't mind, I'm gonna tell you real quick, 1 minute story. One day, me and wifey was at the Shell gas station, and my brother right there, some young cats, some young guns, they was wilding. Dude had the chopper, and me and my wife, we married 30 years. I'm in my 50s, and they wilding. And young gun came over there. He was pumping gas. I didn't even see him. He rolled up on me. OG, you good? OG, you good? I said, yeah, man, I'm good. And we just diffused the whole situation. And that's when I knew this brother has something. If we support each other, love each other, and really get behind each other and educate ourselves on that dollar. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't have no bread, the cycle's going to continue. You can't do nothing, man.
I agree.
You can't do nothing. And I love the spiritual aspect. Yeah, man. So, try to get us to understand the financial situation, how to improve it. And at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, nothing's impossible, man. And I will leave you with this. Check out cryptocurrency. Trust me. I'm not advocating for nobody. Moonrock knows me well. I'm trying to tell brothers and sisters where the bread going. Understand. You know that saying, we always $1 short and a day late.
Yeah.
It don't have to happen this time.
I was over at the, I'm sorry. I was over at the Invest
you're
Fest
good.
today, and there was a lot of the financial literacy going on over there. So if anybody can check out any reruns of that, y'all can get some information over there too. It was just wonderful. Like, I learned a lot. So I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, facts. Hey, listen, I love this conversation because me, myself, I'm a brother that's been paying child support for 20 years. I owe $4,500 left, and it's over. Yes, sir. It's over. But like the reason I brought that up is because pressure gonna do two things. It's either gonna make you fold, or it's gonna put you in a pocket where you're gonna say, yo, nothing like this is gonna happen no more. So they can take my whole check from work. I create BLD Films. I created BLD Radio. Me and Moonrock created this show because we're gonna be resilient and keep it moving. And they can take every dime, but they can't stop me from getting money myself. That's what school don't teach you. They don't tell you about credit. They don't tell you about entrepreneurism. They want to put them dull walls up, and they want to work you 8 hours so you can get used to being a worker when you get out of here. So
If
what
you
that
think
brother
about
is saying
it,
about crypto,
they teaching you to be just like them.
yes.
That's exactly what they're doing. You're right. They don't, and that's one of the things we teach in the mentor program. Financial literacy, credit. How do I acquire funding? Do you even understand the profit and loss statement? What's the difference between hypothetical and actual? I mean, real world business, not to hook up, the slot. Real talk. How do you do it the right way? You got to do the right thing the right way.
Yes, sir. And Free Spirit, he's also awesome too. He helps with your credit as well. He knows financial literacy is right now.
Yeah, very well. I'm gonna make it real simple because our people don't not able to comprehend the wording. That's like a carpenter has carpenter words. A mechanic have mechanical words. So when we talking about banks, even though they still have to run across those words, I still want to make it simple on this platform by saying credit is how America is established right now. If you don't have credit, you're gonna lose out here. And freedom ain't just physical, it's financial. And I'm aware that a lot of people talk down on money that never had the opportunity to start making great money, and always quick to say money ain't everything. The way this system is set up, money is not everything, but it play a major key in your freedom. And
most people that say that don't got money.
Right. So I'm here to show them, I'm here to make it simple about how to change those minds and a lot of my people who don't understand, like I didn't at one time.
2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
All right. Here's a bank is no different than somebody on the streets that can loan you money, but tell you, if you don't pay me back, I'm gonna break your legs. Which one you rather go deal with? That person or a bank that's only gonna report you to the credit bureau that you didn't pay them back. But the goal is to keep a relationship till your face card is good. To where you can always walk in a bank and they're gonna give you what you need. Now the thing is, if you know how to use that money to make a profit, you make the profit, pay the bank back, they're gonna love you and increase more money for you to go invest into. So we gotta learn how to be investors, not consumers. We consume, that has no value. When you invest, you're gonna build an interest, which mean a profit.
That was beautiful.
And I can go in deeper, but I had a short amount of time.
in the Black Coast
Free Spirit,
community.
you hit him in the head, baby. You hit him in the head. That's right.
Yeah.
In our community, like in the Jewish community, the money circulates at least 12 times before it leaves. In Jamaican communities, the money circulates about 3 or 4 times before. But in the African American community,
6 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours. It's days in our community, 6 hours. So what he said, that's true. Let's be owners and operators instead of just buyers and spenders. You know what I mean?
And
But
here's
listen, we ain't
another.
got that much time. So before we
And it-
leave,
Can Mr. Johnson just say his
yeah, that's what I was going to
YouTube
say.
channel
Everybody,
again, please?
everybody
Because I wanna
give
make sure I look.
your YouTube and your information so our folks can
All right,
holler
real
at y'all.
quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, please tap in, brothers and sisters. I'm Terrence Johnson again on YouTube. It's Evolution Now with Mr. Johnson. The Instagram is the TX Johnson, and I'm also on TikTok as well. Terrence.x.Johnson. Check me out. We got a lot of great information. Trust me. Put you up on some real game.
Information. Man.
Yes, sir. The brother is real deep, so make sure y'all check him out.
Absolutely.
Free Spirit, give him your info, man. What you at the airport right now? Oh,
We lost him.
He clicked on. Oh yeah, you know he
got hype.
remember
He
nah,
hit the
but remember he said he does financial literacy behind
Okay.
the scenes. Paula, give him your information.
Okay,
Paula, before you
for
get up
Live
out of
Lawyer app, you can go to my website at www.livelawyer.app.com and just go down and subscribe, and I'll give you updates when the app is ready for use. And I want to thank you guys for inviting me again this week.
Absolutely.
And God bless y'all. And Mr. Johnson, I'm going to be watching your YouTube videos. Thank you for the information.
Thank you,
And all our
sister. Thank
people.
you. Thank you.
All our people. Make sure y'all support these two, man. You know, if we
Please
brought
do.
them to this platform, it was important to us. So we want y'all to make it important to y'all to go check them out. Moonrock, what you got for them before we sign out, baby?
Man, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want you to hear the words "I love you."
Okay.
Get used
Hey,
to
look,
it.
we got one more caller.
Get
They
used to
coming
it.
on. Let's see who this
Get
is.
used to hearing "I love you."
Oh, that's Free Spirit.
Get used
Free
to
Spirit,
telling
give them
you-
your info one more time
Yeah,
before
give
we
me your
sign
info
up.
Before we sign out.
Well, like last week, like I said, I don't have any information to give. It's not that I don't, but I don't. It don't make no sense for me to take on people that may need certain information from me. That's gonna take away from what I can do on a bigger platform. I'm on a I'm on a credit journey. So once I'm done with that, it's a blueprint that I created. And once I can get all the receipts to the blueprint, anybody can use it. To where if I wanted to take a homeless man off the streets and be like, you can come live in my back shed for 6 months and let me become your power of attorney, where I have access to your name to open up an account for you. Let me build this blueprint, and within 6 months you can leave my presence and walk in any bank and go get a line of credit, whether it's credit cards, loans, car loans,
sir.
where add up into 6 figures within credit cards,
sir.
loans, car loans. So if I slow down my journey to share my, how I can be reached, I'm gonna be entertaining a lot of people, but not able to give them an overall solution. So I'm on something. It's a blueprint, and once I complete it and show the receipts that I'm able to do it, anybody can do it.
Then the floodgates open.
Say that.
Exactly.
We
Hey,
want
I
all,
wanna say
we
this-
want all the people out there listening. If y'all want your own podcast, you can holler at us 404-468-7254. If you want to have your own show here on BLD Radio, holler at us
BLD
404-468-7254. And make sure you check out the So Focus show with Moonrock and Karim
Every
Jamal
Sunday.
every Sunday from 7 to 9, man,
Hey,
on BLD Radio.
We going to 9 now.
We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
I want to thank all our guests, Mr. Johnson, Miss Paula, Free Spirit. And y'all know we going to rock it on out. And it's a sing-along. Y'all going to be singing it sooner or later. You might as well start now. Let's go. Come on now. Are you focused?
Thank y'all, man.
You focused.
Mr.
Thank you.
Johnson, peace, man.
I'm
I'm a
with
fan.
Peace. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Have me back, man. Let's get into some financial knowledge, baby.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate you.
Hey, Free Spirit, it was a pleasure,
guess
brother.
what?
It was, man.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you, King.
Oh yeah, same to you.
No doubt.
Focus.
The So Focus Show.
I'm focused.
Hey.
He focused, she focused.
Yeah.
Hey, we focused.
Come on.
The So Focused Show.
Make sure y'all check us out every Sunday from 7 to 8 on BLDradio.com and subscribe to our YouTube page, BLD Media World LLC. The So Focused.